Shalom, welcome back to a new video. And in this week's video, I'm going to chat about how my first trimester is going with baby number 5. I got a few notes here because I do not want to forget what I have been going through. And I'm going to be talking mostly about week 6 through 10, with 6 through 9. I'm currently today in week 10. And so I'm not even gonna start a countdown yet because we still got a long way to go. But I wanted to share with you because it's been really tough for me. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only mom that suffers through first trimester. Even though it's not an illness, it can sometimes feel like it. But all in all, we are still blessed that the Most High has blessed us to carry one of his children. And so we just got to go through what we got to go through. But let's continue to keep each other inspired along the way. All right, so let's get started. So I want to say this has been my worst first trimester between all 5 pregnancies. But I can kind of remember baby Judah was pretty tough and Peyton was pretty tough. So, but I guess because I'm in the midst of this one, it feels real bad, okay? I am blessed that today I am able to get up, put my face together, do something with my hair, and make my bed and chat with you guys. So that is a blessing within itself. I do remember around week 6, I was extremely nauseous. Like most things that I liked before, I could no longer, it came to a screeching halt about what I liked. Coffee, I have drunk coffee every day for years, and all of a sudden I cannot stomach coffee. The smell of wine bothers me. No sweet foods. Now the no sweet food thing is kind of lifting. I was able to eat some cake, cookies recently within this week, but before I could not eat sweet foods. First of all, it spiked my blood sugar and I can feel it. Second of all, it made me very nauseous. I just had no desire for sweet foods. I really only like savory foods. And what really bothers me, and it's still happening currently right now in my 10th week, is that I have to eat every 2 hours or I'm going to vomit. I think that's very extra. But that's just how it is. Like, I have to eat every 2 hours. And I'm not big on snacks. I have to have, like, a meal. So, like, chips and stuff. No, ma'am. I don't have time for it. I need a burrito. I need, like, a quesadilla. Yesterday, my mom made fried fish. We had fried fish, lasagna, coleslaw, sauteed spinach, hush puppies. It gave me so much life, y'all. Like, I want to go buy my mama some roses because that meal spoke to my entire existence. And so I am really big on meals and not snacks. I cannot stomach like sweet teas. I don't drink drinks anyway, but like sweet tea, juice, lemonade, I cannot drink it. I only can drink water or like beet juice, something that has loads of nutrients. Nothing with high sugar. So carrot juice, no. Orange juice, no. Apple juice, no. It literally has to be a straight, like, beet juice is what I have been loving. Fresh grounded beet juice with ginger and a green apple has been life for me. And water. Water, and not just I can't drink just regular water. It has to be like electrolyte water because it just seems like it gives me life. I know, this is very extra. If you had like specific ways that you can eat and drink things, please comment below and let your girl know she is not alone when it comes to the pickiness that I am experiencing with first trimester. I had really bad headaches, which I know that it's normal. It comes with first trimester. And I had tired and weakness. When I say weakness, I'm not talking about regular weakness. I mean, I could not hold my head up off the pillow. I couldn't pick up my own arm. I couldn't really walk on my own. This was like week 6 and 7. It was absolutely horrible. Like, My mom and dad had to definitely pitch in and just come and get the kids as I just lay on the couch, hopeless and helpless. And they would bring over food and just slide it on the floor and on across to the couch because homegirl couldn't get up. I'm so thankful that we have the door latch on our RV that you can push a button and it'll unlock. It's keyless. We have a key, but you can also just put in a code or you can just push the button if you have the fob. I'm so happy that I was able to lay with that fob to let people in, to give me the things that I needed, and I was able to lock the door because hubby still had to work. There were times when hubby couldn't work because I just couldn't take care of myself. First trimester have been tough, guys. So with all of that going on, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing some things, with all of that going on, it makes you, honestly, let's just say the word that no one wants to hear, depressed. It makes you depressed because, like, I am a outdoors, let's go hiking, let's go chase waterfalls, we're an RV family. So we're always looking to move to the next location. Ain't none of that because I couldn't drive. I still can't take long rides. You may hear some noise, and that is the campground people. They are doing their thing. But I have the window open because I'm always hot. Remind you, it's December. I am hot right now. So I have the window open. So you're going to probably hear a four-wheeler going back and forth. But, like, I still can't take long trips. We're in Kentucky currently. We had to go to Tennessee for my first doctor's appointment. I had to put myself to sleep so that I wouldn't vomit getting between 2.5 to 3 hours, from here to there. It's been tough. But like I said, it can really put a woman in a depressive situation because, first of all, we already wear all these hats. Business owner with my Etsy shop. I'm a whole mama of 4 other humans. I'm a wife. I'm a sister. With some of my sisters, I have not been as talkative. I have not been texting right back. I have not been checking on a lot of my friends and family like I normally do because I can barely help myself. So I do help it helps explain if I have been like standoffish or not really talking to some of my sisters or friends or family members. I couldn't really fend for myself. So, and I think it's okay for moms or anybody to not feel guilty about stepping back off certain relationships, not because you still don't love that person, but because you have to sometimes save yourself. And that is just as simple as that. Everyone goes through something, and it should be definitely okay. And for your family and friends to understand, and now I'm talking to my mamas, your families and friends that love you should understand, she's struggling right now. She's building a brain, eyelids, limbs, a placenta. Let's give her some time. She'll come around when she at least get out her first trimester. That's mostly when it lifts up for most women. I pray it go ahead and lift up for me because I still have 4 more weeks. No, I don't. I have 2 weeks and I'll be out of my first trimester. Whoa! I am so blessed to have this baby. And another thing that actually uplifted me about being pregnant, we all know that being pregnant with babies are a blessing from the Most High God. But sometimes it just takes you out. Like, I explained to my husband what it feels like. It feels like somebody put like a syringe in the top of my head and pull out and sucked out all my life, all my energy, all my happiness. It took out everything because, first of all, there is an underlying feeling outside of nausea, outside of being hungry all the time, and outside of being tired and weak. There's an underlying feeling inside of you. It's not the baby, but it is a feeling of something taking over. Anybody comment below if you understand what your girl is saying. There is a feeling of something is taking over your body. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. So you might as well lay it down, get your body pillow, which has been very, very, very helpful for me getting sleep. And you might as well just chill out and wait it out. So that puts you in a bad mood sometimes because there is no taking the kids to the park. There is no really, we couldn't really do schoolwork for like 2 weeks. I couldn't even put the curriculum together to give to my mom to do it for them. So mama, you know, she went with the flow, and she still taught them just based off what she figured, oh, this would be fun to go over. But I couldn't play with the 1-year-old like I wanted to. I didn't have the like care to really conversate with my husband, conversate on the phone, look at the phone. Honestly, looking at my phone made me absolutely sick. The light on the phone made me sick. Hearing like Instagram reels or TikToks, I was like, this is too much for my brain power. Like, my body did something totally different. So I'm cool right now. I have days where I'm back in that same funk. I am so grateful though that it's not every single day. I know you guys hear Judah, but it's Judah. I literally could not look at my phone. It made me absolutely sick. What else do I want to share with you? But yeah, that was this underlying feeling of I'm out of control at this point. I was just really sad. I had like a dark cloud over me. I am so grateful for the mishpachah and the supporters and the family that did understand exactly what I was going through. I was not able to explain it to everyone, but I was able to explain it to some of my friends and family what I was feeling. Because it's not safe to, it's just not good for the mental to hold in anything that you're dealing with that's in a negative or even a positive. Share that light, share that joy. And the same thing with something that you're dealing with that's not so good. So, you know, I had some supporters to send me some tea that definitely helped, herbs to definitely help. My granny's like, you ain't going nowhere. So she sent me the cutest house shoes that I wear all day, every day, because I really don't go to many places other than like going to big places like Walmart and stuff. No, ma'am. Too many people, too many breaths. No, ma'am. Grocery pickups. Or Zay has to go get it when he get off work. But I kind of want to take this moment to venture into what I'm expecting or hoping for this fifth baby, for this fifth pregnancy. First of all, I want absolutely pure energy, total joy, peace. I want happiness, and I want to be an even bigger light to the world, to my mishpachah, to the nation through YouTube. And I just want to be bigger and better. I know I'm getting bigger, obviously, because like I eat every 2 hours, and like your girl getting thick, but it's okay. But bigger and better in my light that I get from the Most High to put out for all for His glory. I want to be active. I want to have a natural home birth. Now, that can go either way. I may just have to go to the hospital like normal and have the baby. We have been looking into me and hubby have been looking into different options because there are options out there. Hubby and I have been looking into getting a midwife and a doula to have that baby here at home. Probably sending the children over to my mom's, or she getting an Airbnb and coming to Tennessee and watch the children while I have the baby here in the RV, because everybody can't fit. I mean, it's an RV, so you have to switch up some things. But I do want my children to be able to be free and be children. And the person that's helping me with the children, I want them to have space to do their thing. So we were looking into getting the Airbnb so the mom can watch the kids in her zone. You know, she's really good with kids, and I want her to have the space to do her thing. While I am here with hubby, the midwife, and the doula, trying to do something I have not done before. I know a lot of you have already done natural births at home. I have not. It is a very nervous thing for me. I did not do good with pain, which is why I've always opted to get the epidural. I have never thought of myself being less than because I had to get the epidural and I thought that I couldn't take the pain. But it's like the more I get in tune with the Most High, I think I can take it. I think I can take it. It's all about myself coming out of my head, you know. And so, but I was told that I probably need a midwife and a doula because being that I've not done this before, I'm going to need all hands on deck. I'm going to need the midwife to do her thing, and I'm going to need the doula to help me breathe and help me learn how to get through contractions and how to get ready for like that ring of fire and how to continue to just let my body relax. I can't imagine relaxing during a contraction, but women do it all the time, and I'm no different. I was built for this. So, like I said, hubby and I have contacted a doula. I think I really like her. She is in the Nashville area. I have not found a midwife yet. I was also told, because we've been doing research, that I need the midwife faster because you have to get on their books. And actually, the doula that I want, she kind of want me to get on her books within the next 2 weeks. I would like to find my midwife first, but I mean, the doula is very important. But when you think about like getting an Airbnb and getting a doula and a midwife on top of other expenses that we already currently have, it honestly is very expensive. So that's a choice that I have to make if I'm just going to go right back to the hospital, or we're going to try, but it is expensive, and that is just life. Another option we saw is a birthing center. There is a birthing center in Nashville. I looked them up, and they actually do not take the insurance. But I am going to call them back and see how much does it cost. I still don't necessarily want to go to a birthing center either, even though I think it would be more convenient because the kids can just go to my mom's, or just my mom and the kids can just go to the RV, and I'll be at the birthing center. I like that the birthing center still gives you a home feel. Now, I think you still have to sign papers and everything, and I still think they own you like the hospital do. But the hospital keeps you like 2 or 3 days. That's what they kept me 3 days last time with baby Judah. I ain't like that. I don't like being in there at all whatsoever. It's cold and it's uncomfortable. I need to go to my bed and chill with my family and my baby. That's where my happiness and my joy is, my warmth. And then last time we had Judah, Zay had to watch me through FaceTime to have baby Judah. My husband was not there with me. He couldn't hold my hand. He couldn't wipe the tears when the baby came out. He couldn't cut the cord. Anything. Because they would not let him in. That's very inconsiderate and very wrong. But of course they don't care. Even after I was ready to go and I was able to be released, I still couldn't leave yet because the doctor was not here yet. He's not here yet. He's just not in. He hasn't clocked in yet. So he owns me until he clocks in. I totally didn't like that at all. The difference between the hospital and the birthing center is the birthing center only keeps you 4 hours after birth. After 4 hours, you're good to go. If you check all the boxes of being healthy and ready to be able to go home. I like that so much. We were also thinking about just getting an Airbnb for the whole families, which was what we did with Judah. And there was, Judah's yelling, which is what we did when I had baby Judah. I was able to come home from the hospital to this big old house. And my mom and my sister was there. They had food ready all those days. I think we stayed just a week. We stayed for 7 days. And they just fed me, and I just slept. And they took the baby after I fed the baby. And I was able to just heal with my family. And the house is big enough for the kids to have their own space, their own TV, their own room, their own games, everything. So they were happy. The adults had space. Mommy and dad had space. And my sister was able to come into town. And I really, really like that. It's difficult to do that with the RV. But we're going to try to figure out how we can do this that's really cost effective. Because I know I do have Mishpachah that wants to come in from different parts of the United States to come and help, whether whether Ak to come and spend some time with Zay, and maybe Zay can get a little time with Ak, go shoot or go to a movie or just whatever guys do. I don't know what guys do, but just to have that support from the nation, I think that'd be fantastic for my children. There is a family that wants to come, and my children does really good with their children. And I think that'd be great to let those children have time together. And it kind of keeps me focused on healing because I'm not worried that if my kids are bored or if they're acting out because they're bored or have they exercised today, have they gotten out today. When other people come in to help, it just helps with the cooking, and it just takes a nation to raise a family. I say that all the time. So there was something, so many avenues between just going to the hospital, having a baby, praying in the Most High blesses us to be able to do it without getting vaccinated. And because we don't know what July, no one knows what July is going to bring. Like I've told you guys in the previous video, the Most High has already told me, prep for the baby now. Because the way you've been able to do stuff previously may not be the case. And I take those thoughts or those mental voices that I have in my head very seriously, because I have not, once I follow those, I have always been safe. So like I said, the Most High definitely has already put it in me to prep now. Don't wait till third trimester to put your registry together and put it out there if you need help. Don't wait until third trimester to find a midwife, or second trimester to find a midwife. You're going to be at the hospital. I do believe and I do know that the Most High, if it's meant for me to have the Airbnb and for my family and Mishka to come in and help, and if it's meant for me to have the midwife and to have the doula and to have this home birth with my eucalyptus running and my lights and my sound of the Yahuwah instruments and hearing the horn blow and feeling the ruach come through my body to push out this life, I know he will grant that. I know that he will. And so when it comes to money, it's something that's real, because unfortunately we have to have money to live and survive and all of that. But at the end of the day, it's our Father, the Most High Yahuwah, who owns all the money in the land. It is all his. So he can definitely make that possible for us. So I would definitely keep you all updated. If you know of any other doulas that won't book up so fast, but still great, in the Nashville area, Tennessee, Nashville area, or a midwife that you think will vibe very good with us. If you watch us, you know our vibes already. Then let us know. The email address to contact us will be below. Please, if you have some time, just send us some encouraging words. This is a transition where we're going to be just fine, like we always have. And I'm just so grateful that having a fifth child is not nothing that we expected. Well, you can't say that because you know what not to do, but I just never thought I would get to 5. So, but I'm so blessed, and I can't wait to see how amazing this baby is going to be with helping the kingdom. I know them 4 are ready to, like, Peyton ready to meet the Most High. Like, what does he look like? I need to know. I'm like, baby, you gotta make it there first. You can't just, I don't have no picture for you. Okay, you gotta do the same thing I'm doing. I know you just 5 and I'm 33, but you gotta do the same. You gotta believe and you gotta endure. So I tell my children it all the time. She just want to know, what does he look like? That's all she want to know. What does he look like? And what you sure look like too. Girl, you gotta make it. So like I said, I can't wait to see what this baby comes out to be. We are letting the children have a lot of hand into this. So at first, me and hubby was not going to find out what the sex of the baby was, but they want to know. Peyton wants to know. If it's a girl, you gotta let me know. You gotta let me know, because I gotta help you pick out the name. Peyton is like, she need pink everything. I cannot put her bows on if it's a girl. And Jeremiah's like, Jeremiah is helping out Judah. Judah, it's okay. You're still going to be the baby. It's okay. You're still going to be the baby. And Noah is like, he hugs his belly every day. He said, Mom, this one is my baby. This one is mine. So everybody plays their little part. And Judah be like, put your shirt down, Mom. Like if I walk around the house with my belly out because it be hot. No, Judah be like, put your shirt down. Also, this shirt is available on my Etsy shop, Mama, because we wear so many different hats. Supporting the Etsy shop definitely can go towards helping us, like I said, getting the doula, getting the midwife, getting everything in order for the baby is what we're actually decided to dedicate my shop money for. If you are wanting to support us because you have found not only this video, but any video on our channel, inspiration, educational, and uplifting, even bringing you closer to the Most High, and if you're feeling the ruach of dropping a couple of tokens of love, it is always helpful. Like I said, hubby has missed a couple of days of work when we were sick, and when I was sick with first trimester. So anything definitely helps with that. Or even just donating to help with the midwife or the doula or any of it. We are so thankful, and we know that we are loved in on this earth. As the Most High has put us here to be lights, we have to continue to do that. So we thank you all for keeping us uplifted and all of our testimonies and our trials that we have been through along this full-time RV living journey. The registry, the link to the registry is below. Like I said, we are just prepping it now. All of the gifts go straight to my mom's house, and she's holding them all for us because we do live in RV spots. And I just want them to go to a safe place. But we're definitely looking to be ready for the baby in like 3 months or less, because the future of how we all have been moving, if we're getting ready to have to start putting ourselves, if we're having to start to put ourselves to where we are physically set apart, whatever it is you got to do that the Most High put on you to prep, do that. Do not wait. Okay? If Noah would have waited when the Most High put it on him to build that ark, we wouldn't be here. So if the Most High has put anything on you to store, stock up, or just get your oil filled with knowing the word of the Most High, get better on your reading, get better on your Bible. Nothing is better. There's nothing else more important than the kingdom. So like I said, the Most High has put on me to prep for the baby now. I have had someone say something as if, what if you don't make it all the way or something happens to the baby and people has bought all this stuff for you? The Most High is perfect in all that he does. And if that was to happen, all that stuff was for someone else, and he will show me exactly who to give it to. So nothing goes. Nothing is for any reason, because he is perfect in all that he does. So I know this video turned into a whole inspirational thing and off of the first trimester, but I guess it was just meant for me to say it. Other than that, that is my first trimester update. I'll definitely keep you guys updated along the way. And y'all know Pesach coming up, so get started, get ready. Where you going? What y'all doing? Pesach's coming up. Whoop, whoop. I love our feast days. Until next time. Shalom.